start in just a moment. We are awaiting Councilwoman Dykes. All right, good evening. I would like to call this meeting to order. Before we have our Pledge of Allegiance, we will have our invocation. Please stand. Let's pray.
Father, thank you for this day. Give us to come out and conduct the business of the city of Northport, Alabama. Thank you for the councilmen that are here. Lord, just give them wisdom, give them guidance to lead our city in the best direction possible. Lord, just thank you for all of our staff, all of our employees, for making our city one of the best places anywhere to work or to live or to shop or to go to school. Lord, just thank you for blessing us every day. These things we ask you.
Amen. And tonight, before we go into the pledge, I do want to ask a special visitor. We have Cub Scout here, there's a Boy Scout that wants to come up to the front and do the Pledge of Allegiance with us. So, attention, salute, pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. I love when we have young visitors here to participate in our meeting. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the meeting. Item 3 is roll call. Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Butler. Present. Councilman Washington.
Here.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Here.
Councilwoman Dykes. Here. President Hall.
Here. Item 4 is presentation. We have one item on the list. It's our March Business of the Month. Mayor Herndon and Pro Tem Hinton.
Cole, y'all want to come up? Yes. Come on with us now. Lane? This will be a surprise. Now, Lane Roberts was a Boy Scout working on a merit badge, and so he didn't know this, but he's going to help me be mayor right now and do his presentation. Y'all come up closer. Come up closer. All right. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to give it to you, and you go present it to them. Okay? Awesome. All right. You know, as always, we appreciate new businesses coming in, but we want to always recognize the people that stay the course, that help make the city of Northport a great place to be. And tonight we're honoring Cole Band Instruments. I have used them many times in the past. They're great people. But they've been a big supporter of our community, schools and universities across the state and across the country. Whereas Cole Band Instruments was opened as a brick and mortar business in 1997 by Roger and Claire Mills, and whereas the location of their business has always been in Northport, and whereas Cole Band Instruments services over 60 schools, colleges, and universities, and whereas Cole Band Instruments goes on site to repair instruments or performs repairs in store, and now therefore I, Bobby Herndon, by the authority vested in me as mayor of the great city of Northport, Alabama, do hereby proclaim Cole Band Instruments to be Business of the Month, March 2022, in the city of Northport, and express our appreciation for the continued contributions to the quality of life and well-being of our citizens. We really appreciate y'all a whole lot in the lane. I want you to be my representative. You're going to go back to Mr. Cole, and you shake his hand and tell him how much thank you. All right. Hey, man. Appreciate y'all very much. Dr. John, good choice. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Lane. Great job, buddy.
Item 5 is approval of the agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to executive session at the end of this meeting. I anticipate it being about 20 to 25 minutes. No action will be taken except coming back in here and adjourning. We'll go back into this meeting room to have it due to some pending or threatened litigation.
Okay, and staff does not need to stay present. Okay, so I'll make the motion to approve the agenda with the addition of an executive session for 25 minutes for threatened or pending litigation, and staff does not have to remain present, and there will be no vote taken after the executive session. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 6 is visitors to address the council. We have no visitors signed up tonight. Item 7 is unfinished business. 7A1 is the second reading of a permanent resolution extending the operation deadline for Mansa NPT LLC through December 31st, 2022. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this extends the deadline to the end of this year. As you know, due to COVID, material supplies, things of that nature, it's unfortunately delayed the opening. Will have no financial impact on the city. The incentives will begin after they open. They want to get open as quickly as they can.
Okay.
Ready for a vote tonight.
All right, is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this permanent resolution extending the operation of the deadline as set forth in the redevelopment reimbursement agreement?
Second.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton, second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8A1 is a first reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 34, Article 4 of the Northport Municipal Code pertaining to Northport Municipal Code, pertaining to purchasing regulations. This is for a first reading only.
Yes, Mr. President. First, I want to thank Chris Cunningham, our new assistant city attorney. Everyone knows I need the help. We have probably the best city attorney in the state as our city administrator. But this, he spent a lot of time on this. What this does is make certain that our procurement process follows both federal and state law. And sometimes federal law is more strict, sometimes state law is more strict. So this helps us when we apply for grants. So it's a very important piece of work that he did. It's ready for first reading tonight.
Is there a member of council that would like to offer that for a first reading?
So moved.
That's offered by Councilman Washington. AB1 is a resolution allocating 2022 Northport First Funds. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President, we would ask that the council allocate $100,000 of 2022 Northport First Funds to go toward due diligence for the Northport, potential Northport school system. This is related to items that the council's already looked at and approved, some subcontractors, and it was approved at the February 21st Finance Committee meeting.
Okay.
This is nothing new. This is
Nothing new, it's just identifying
paperwork.
funds to pay
Okay.
for it.
Ms. Dykes, previously, the contracts had been to be paid out of outside services, and consistent with your indication at Finance Committee and through the different times that we've discussed it, council has asked that this be funded out of Northport First Funds, and so this is the formalization of that budgeting.
Nothing new, nothing new.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B2 is a resolution appointing Mr. Paul Patterson as Northport Municipal Court Judge. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this is a resolution appointing Judge Patterson for an additional 2 years. I cannot say enough about how good a job he is doing, the innovation down there. He's made a Facebook star out of Teresa Brown and other members. They want a talent fee like Nick Saban now, but he has done an excellent job, and we urge you to reappoint him for an additional 2 years.
Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the resolution reappointing Mr. Paul Patterson as the Northport Municipal Judge?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B3 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with TTL Incorporated for the Northern Bicycle and Pedestrian Plan. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir. This is amendment to TTL's current contract. They did a northern part of the city pedestrian bike plan, and we're amending their contract with remaining funds to do the southern downtown area.
Okay, and this is not to exceed 50,000, is that correct?
Yes, and it's
Okay.
what the 50,000 was budgeted in the capital plan.
Okay, is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an amendment to the agreement with TTL Incorporated for the Northern Bicycle and Pedestrian Plan to include the southern section planning? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB4 is a resolution appointing temporary municipal judges to serve at the request of and when the municipal judge is unavailable. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, on occasion, Judge Patterson has to be out of the office, or he could be involved in another matter, or he might even have a conflict of interest. In that case, we need someone to serve in his stead. Jay Stuck and Chris Allen have done this for the past 2 years. We ask that they be reappointed as well, and you'll need to vote on these separately.
Okay. So we have to vote on these separately. So the first one is, would anybody like to move to adopt the resolution appointing Mr. Jay Stuck as a temporary municipal judge to serve at the request of and when Judge Paul Patterson is unavailable? That's a motion by Councilman Hinton. That's a second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. And the second part of this, is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution appointing Mr. Chris Allen as a temporary municipal judge to serve at the request of or when Judge Paul Patterson is unavailable?
So moved. Second.
That's the motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 5 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to approve and execute the 2021 resurfacing change order for ST Bund. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir. This is a change order for ST Bund. There is a copy of the additional streets that were included. Also, there was several drainage issues that we corrected during the resurfacing project to make sure they were done before we actually resurfaced the road, so we wouldn't come back and tear that new pavement up.
Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute change order number 1 to ST Bund Construction Company for the fiscal year 2021 citywide resurfacing project?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 6 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute an agreement with Southeastern Seal Coating Incorporated for the City Hall Seal and Stripe project. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, this is to get our parking lot seal coated and striped so everyone can know where they're parking.
And to piggyback on that, I do want to point out, if you came in to City Hall today, you noticed a lot of shrubbery and plants and different things in front of City Hall. That's part of the project that we have been doing. So it looks very good. I want to thank Dale Fritz and company for their help, and also for Public Works for being out here all day long and working hard to get those planted. So, and also thank you to the mayor and council for allowing that to be done. The new paint, new shrubbery, and plants, and then now the seal coating, if approved, will really make this area look a lot better. So thank you for that.
President Hogg, I want
Yes.
to add to the reason why we did go with this route to seal coat is because ALDOT does have a project at the intersection of 82 and 43, which would potentially affect our parking lot. So we did not want to go through with completely resurfacing the parking lot until we worked out and understood exactly what changes we're going to make.
Correct. That's a way to be good stewards of the taxpayers' money. So thank you for pointing that out. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute an agreement with Southeastern Seal Coating Incorporated for the City Hall Seal and Stripe project. That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. AB 7 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute an agreement with Burt Klein Peter Incorporated to provide design and engineering services for the 2022 resurfacing project. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, as we're wrapping up our 21 resurfacing project, we're going to move directly into the 2022 project. You agreed upon a timeline previously in Projects Committee where we would start bid this in the summer and then hopefully have the same timeline we did where we're actually resurfacing in early fall. So this is getting us started to identify the streets that will be included in that list.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton, second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B8 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute a right-of-way use agreement with Suzanne Rhubarbs at 415 Main Avenue. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, she is making some renovations to her awning and post out in our right-of-way. So in doing so and improving that work, we also wanted to go ahead and get a right-of-way use agreement in place for this building at Rhubarbs.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B9 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Kimley Horn to provide the 2 Mile Creek drainage study. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, this is a drainage study for the 2 Mile Creek drainage basin. It'll identify, it'll look at the potential projects we need in that area and also identify the capacity of that drainage basin. This is a first step in getting us moving towards being eligible for many federal dollars are out there to improve this drainage basin.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Kimley Horn and Associates Incorporated to provide the 2 Mile Creek drainage study?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B10 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with TTL Incorporated to provide a recreational master plan for the Rose Boulevard property. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, just like exactly as you said.
Okay. Is there any questions from council? All right. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Ms. Webb, call roll, please.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B11 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Yellowhammer Engineering LLC to provide the Hassan Park Master Plan. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, we have entered into an agreement where you've already approved a master plan with Yellowhammer. We have playground equipment that has that you've approved for purchase, and also making the renovations of that part to install the playground equipment. We'd also like to go in and look at a phase 2, essentially, to see where we could locate some bathrooms, some concession stand, and additional parking. So this is what this will do.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution? It's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. AB 12 is a resolution awarding bid file 22-02 municipal courtroom renovations to Beard Painting Incorporated. Mr. Webb.
Yes, sir. Public Works received bids for the municipal courtroom renovations. It included repair and refurbish all the wooden benches, new judge's bench, new witness stand, and 2 new council chambers. Low bid on this project was Beard Painting for $78,500.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B13 is resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute an agreement with BKI Incorporated to revise the amount of the MLK Junior Boulevard Improvements Project. Ms. Stubbs.
Yes, sir. The MLK Improvements Project includes replacing the bridge over 2 Mile Creek. We have requested from the state of Alabama to go ahead and pull the bridge replacement project out and do it standalone. There's quite a few right-of-way acquisitions that have to be made for the streetscape project. We feel it's in our best interest to go ahead and start the bridge project. So this allows BKI to pull out that set of plans and to go ahead and go to construction.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
It's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Abstain.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B14 is a resolution adopting the City of Northport Northern Bicycle and Pedestrian Master Plan. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, as we discussed in a previous item, TTL did prepare for us a Northport Bicycle and Pedestrian Plan. We had a public involvement meeting on that on February 15th, and we are asking that the council formally adopt that pedestrian plan. We will then take it to the MPO and ask them to include that as part of their pedestrian bicycle plan as well for our area.
And if I recall correctly, we had a lot of positive feedback.
Yes,
and,
we had great feedback. The only negative comments we had is why weren't they included? So I think that's good.
that's a very good public involvement meeting then. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 15 is a resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits at 15205 Bethabara Road. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, these next two items are for water service outside the city limits. They incorporate the changes you made in the code recently. Again, remind you that the council's vote must be unanimous on both of these items.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the resolution authorizing the water service outside the city limits to be provided for this property located at 15205 Bethabara Road pursuant to the conditions in the resolution?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. That's a second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 16 is also a resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits at 14120 Bone Camp Road. Mr. Davis.
It's the same identical matter, just
Okay.
a different address.
Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits to be provided for the property located at 14120 Bone Camp Road and also pursuant to the conditions in the resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Bobo, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments?
President, doesn't that come with the condition as quickly as possible these properties have to annex into the city of Northport?
That is correct. That's part of the conditions of the resolutions that was passed at a previous council meeting a couple of weeks ago. So that will be correct. Both of these will, if ever they become contiguous, they will have to annex into the city at that point. So that's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, and that is a second by Councilman Washington. Mayor Herndon, do you have anything else you want to add to that? Okay. Any questions or comments from council? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 17 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute a change order number 1 to John Plott Company Incorporated for City Hall sinkhole repair. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir. This is change order number 1 in relation to some water line work that we had to do during construction of the sinkhole.
Okay. I will move to approve that resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 18 is a resolution authorizing a voting delegate at the annual convention of the Alabama League of Municipalities. Ms. Webb.
Yes, sir. As you all are aware, the annual league meeting for municipal elected officials will be occurring in Tuscaloosa, and thus far we have 4 individuals who have registered to attend. At this point, Ms. Dykes has indicated her interest in serving as our voting delegate, with Mr. Washington as our first alternate. So I am asking for approval of a resolution appointing both of those individuals.
I will move to adopt the resolution appointing Councilwoman Dykes as voting delegate and Councilman Washington as our first alternate voting delegate to represent the city of Northport at the business meeting during the 2022 Alabama League of Municipalities Annual Convention. And that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yeah. Next on the agenda is our consent agenda. These range from minutes, bill listings, and PO requisitions. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the consent agenda as printed?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilman Washington. That's a second by Councilwoman Dykes. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 9 is reports to special committees of council. If there's a member of council that would like to give an update from their committee. Item 10 is city administrator's business. Ms. Webb?
No new business tonight.
Okay. Item 11 is departmental business. We have none. And then item 12 is mayor and council members' business. Mayor Herndon.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you can see on our doors, we have some ribbons, and I think, are those daisies that are on there? Or what kind of? That's what, yes, my next guess, sunflowers. There, as far as the Ukrainian people, trying to keep them in our prayers and our thoughts. It's a terrible situation, but be ever mindful of them. Also, the second meeting in April, I'll be giving the state of the city address here. Gonna have staff and council working to get the information that we want to get conveyed to our citizens. But a lot of great things going on in our city. We want to share them. But anyway, that'll be the second meeting in April. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. District 1, Councilwoman Bobo.
I have no new business.
Okay. District 2, Councilman Washington.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to add for everybody to know that down at the Hatson Center, we added another day of tutoring on Mondays. Tuesday and Thursday got full. So we added another day. So if anybody interested or any kids need some type of tutoring, reach out to the number or contact on the flyer. Try to get them in. It's by appointments, really. Thank you.
That's very good to know that those other days have been full and starting a new one. And also, if I remember correctly, Hassan Center is working with University of Alabama.
The LIFT program. It's the School of Accounting. Miss Lisa McKinney. And the tutoring is free.
It's a very good service to provide. So thank you for letting us know about that. District 3, Pro Tem Hinton.
None.
District 4, Councilwoman Dykes.
I just would like to thank staff for the bows and the sign. I don't know if anybody saw the sign that's outside for support of the people in Ukraine. So thank you, staff, for doing that.
Okay. Was that it? Under District 5, I don't really have anything under the district, but I do want to say I want to thank Councilman Washington. I know he had a cleanup day in his district, and I think it went well. I heard positive feedback about that, so thank you for what you did there in your district. That was very good. I know the rest of the council, we've been looking at different dates to do the same, and I know you want to do that again. So
I don't want to do it when y'all do it. I just get mine out the way early.
So that is a good thing to do citywide, but do appreciate you leading the charge and getting that started last week. So thank you for that. Also, looking ahead at the calendar, there is sort of a conflict with one of our meetings in July. It comes at the first week of July, and of course, everyone knows that's the July 4th holiday week. So I would like to make this in the form of a motion to move the scheduled July 4th council meeting due to the July 4th holiday to that Thursday, to that following Thursday, July 11th at noon. That way, we didn't push the council meetings back. And if we move those to the second and fourth week, then we only have 1 week before the August meeting. So this might be the best to do, and to do this at a noon meeting would probably be good as well. So if everyone's okay with that, I would like to make a motion to move this scheduled meeting to Thursday, July 11th at noon. And that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? July 11th.
Not sure that's the correct date.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I had it wrote down
July
wrong. I'm sorry.
7th. A misprint on
Okay.
our agenda.
Excuse me.
It is July 7th.
All right.
Yes, that's a
I
misprint,
will-
sorry. July.
That's fine. I will restate my motion then. I would like to make a motion to move the scheduled July 4th council meeting due to the July 4th Independence holiday to Thursday, July 7th at noon. July 7th at noon. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo? Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. And the last thing on the agenda is adjournment, but we did have a change in our agenda where it was asked to have an executive session for pending or threatened litigation no longer than 20 to 25 minutes by our city attorney. We have to vote to go into executive session, so I will make the motion to go into executive session. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. And there will be no action taken, and city staff is not required to stay. So we are in executive session.